The Ministry of Labour and Employment has organized a one-day workshop for labour correspondents on strategic reportage of the mandate of the ministry, job creation and employment generation. In his address, Acting Permanent Secretary, Minister of Labour and Employment, Emmanuel Ignuson, said the workshop flows from the understanding of the importance of disseminating correct and strategic information on the activities of government and different sectors to avoid misconception. Clever News Imofon Okon was there and now tells us more.
Declaring the workshop opened, the Acting Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Labour and Employment, Emmanuel Igbonisong, and the Director of Press and Public Relations, Olajide Oshondun, said the workshop is in recognition of the significance of the media as a strategic partner to the ministry in actualizing its mandate and delivering on its services.
This is for the purpose of ensuring strategic and effective reportage of the ministry's delivery on this area of its mandate. It is my expectation that the workshop will give the labor correspondents an increased understanding of this ministry's responsibility of initiating and implementing the employment and wages policies of the federal government. It will also examine the policy initiatives deployed to boost employment generation in the country, such as the National Employment Policy and National Electronic Labor Exchange, which can be accessed at nelex.gov.ng.
To an average Nigerian, what they know about Ministry of Labor and Employment is settlement of strike, especially ASU. In fact, they didn't even know there are other unions in town other than ASU. So we felt that for journalists to be able to report the activities of the ministry appropriately, they need to know what each of the professional departments are doing. Not just picking news by roadside or, reacting to drop-off.
The immediate past Labour Correspondents Association of Nigeria Chairman Joseph Agi and the acting LACAN Chairman Abulu Usamau, on behalf of other journalists, appreciate the ministry for empowering Labour correspondents with knowledge to report Labour beats effectively.
It's also redeployed from the ministry. We appreciate you of placing value on the capacity of journalists reporting the labor sector, for your commitment to ensure that this training continues. Journalism profession is a knowledge-driven profession, just like any other profession. And any journalist coming to cover a technical sector like labor should be seen as an authority in certain areas of the sector. That is the essence of this plea.
As labor correspondents, PAM sector, I will appeal to you to always engage in providing data for labor correspondents. We'll talk about skills now today. We need to have data to work with, to report with, so we can do investigation and go deeper. The first training we had was on labor inspection, and I know how my colleagues reported that event because they had data to play around with. So I want to appreciate you, Director, for this step you have taken. We've not had it this good since we've been covering labor beats, some of us almost 2 decades now.
It is expected that the workshop will deepen the knowledge of the labor correspondent on the ministry's mandate, as well as update them on its activities, programs, and achievements. Imefon Okon, reporting for Clever News.